Hello, welcome to the Speaking Nerd podcast. How are you doing today? We're doing a video today. We're talking about stuff that sucks. And if you and if you disagree, you don't have a right to an opinion. Just kidding. You have your right to your opinion. Let's get this started, shall we?
I'm just at a loss for words. um, so yeah, we're doing the worst of 2021, and just like last video, we're going from movies to TV shows to comics to video games, whatever. Who cares? This is all terrible stuff. So, all right, let's start off with movies. And who wants to go first? Because I want to go last, and I know I'm gonna piss off somebody here. So who wants to go?
Swifte can go first.
Okay. What was it again? It kind of lagged for me. I'm just trying to unmute my mic, but
Worst movie that you saw in 2021.
okay, I'm sticking to comic books again, and I am sorry. Suicide Squad. I didn't like that movie at all.
Wow.
I know it's. I mean, maybe it's because I only watched it once and I haven't watched it again. I haven't given it a second chance, but like, I don't know. It just felt super weird for me. Didn't love it. Did not love it. It was. I was pretty bored in the theater, to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm gonna forget you said that. Just so we're clear.
I mean, that was so surprising to me when the movie first came out. We were all talking about it, and it's just out of nowhere. It's like I didn't like it. Like, man, like, I mean, I respect your opinion, but damn.
Yeah, it just seems like a movie you would like, though.
I know it's weird. I was really looking forward to it too. Like,
I mean, you like Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
I do. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. It's like you're not a
Same director.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I respectfully disagree. I love that movie, and I still haven't watched Peacemaker. I haven't had the time to check it out, but it looks really good. So,
Yeah.
it's cool. All right. What about you, AJ? Worst movie of 2021. Let's hear it.
Okay, I had to give this a lot of thought, because 2021 was surprisingly a good year for movies. There were a lot of movies that I liked. There were movies that existed. So this is a toss up between two movies that are truly garbage. Actually, no, three movies. Correction. Three movies that are absolute trash, and I don't care what you think. These are, I'm sorry, it's just garbage. Okay, first off, He's All That is an abomination to all mankind, and whoever made that should be ashamed of themselves. Next up, we have Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah, that's
Now, okay, I'm not one of those guys who is expecting any Space Jam movie to be a masterpiece, because the first one is not a good movie. It's a cash grab. And I liked it when I was a kid because it's a cash grab. It was meant for 2-year-olds. And I'm sure 2-year-olds like Space Jam: A New Legacy. Now I'm realizing I just called everybody who likes Space Jam: A New Legacy 2-year-olds.
yeah, you
That was,
dick.
that was not intentional. I'm delirious. Okay. Let's see. Red Notice. That sucked. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. I mean, I could agree with Space Jam: New Legacy. That movie sucked, and I watched it in a theater. And like,
Why would you do that to yourself?
well, my mom wanted to see it, so I took her out to see the movie. I mean, she enjoyed it, but I was just like, man, that movie like is just bad. Like, I told her that on the way home, and yeah, just about everything about that movie is just like just terrible. And I mean, it doesn't ruin the first movie for me. I still think the first movie is a lot of fun, despite it being a cash grab. But
Yeah, I think the first one's still better because
oh yeah,
well
Long Mile.
because it was the guy in the new one. Was that Shaq or was that Dwayne?
No, was that LeBron?
That was LeBron. Yeah, LeBron's a terrible actor. Just straight up, he sucks. I don't care. He sucks.
Yeah.
They should have put Shaq.
To be fair, like Michael Jordan wasn't that much better, but like,
but he was still better.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I just didn't. It just felt icky.
Yeah, I mean, this one, like, this was definitely like a cash grab. Like there's so much, like, it's all about Looney Tunes characters, and they made them like a side attraction.
Yeah, and the first one, at least the first one, was like it was a cash grab, but it felt true to the characters at least.
It's a lot more like focused than it like
Yeah.
a lot more focused, and like this one is just kind of all over the place with what it wants to do, which doesn't do anything. But like,
It was basically, I mean, and the main problem is that it was literally just a commercial for HBO Max.
that's true.
Well, the first one was not a commercial for anything specifically. It was just Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the first one was a bit better written too.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Now it's my turn, and I mean, this pick, like, this was a hard pick for me, because the movie I'm about to say, it's not necessarily awful, but it's just like the worst that I had seen of that year. So I'm gonna go with The Eternals. Yeah.
Oh, so you're one of those guys.
What do you mean?
Just kidding. I don't care. I thought it was really good, but to each their own.
Yeah, I mean, it had
I just thought it'd be funny if I said you're one of those guys.
Just turn into one of those fucking Twitter stands. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of interesting ideas, and there were parts that I liked a lot, but like, it's just a lot of the movie just didn't really interest me that much, and didn't really keep me hooked for.
I'm surprised you didn't say like Dune or something.
I still haven't watched Dune, but like, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway because it just didn't really, like, there was nothing.
Oh, I got another contender for worst movie of the year.
Let's hear it.
The Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
That sucked so much. The writing was abysmal, and it's definitely Chris Pratt's worst starring performance in anything. And it was just garbage. It was laughable garbage. Like, you could see that in a future Mystery Science Theater episode. It was that bad.
Yeah. So let's move on to TV shows. This one I'm actually really curious about. So
I'm very opinionated about this one.
You want to go first?
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with The Flash.
Yeah.
Like, I thought at the tail end with like season 8 was getting good.
Yeah.
But that was a very small amount. So it doesn't really save it for me.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the year was just straight garbage. because season 7 is one of, if not the worst season of television I have ever watched.
Yeah, I got two, but two of them are DC related, and they're both just as,
And
if not more awful than The Flash.
let's see, what else would there be? I mean, the fact is, like, if there was something that I didn't like last year, I just wouldn't watch it anymore. I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Me, I'm gonna go Batwoman season 2 and Titans season 2.
Oh, I stopped watching those shows. Titans just straight trash. I'm sorry. Okay, before anybody attacks me, it's just not good. I'm sorry. Like, if you like it, that's good. Good for you. But I do not, because it is not good.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan of it either, and everybody was saying that season 3 is definitely way better than the other two. But as soon as I started watching it, it was literally the exact same shit that I was watching before, and there was nothing that much.
Well, it's just
better
like
about it.
I'd love for them to have like that underdog moment where they, like, somehow make a great season after these two absolute trash
It's
seasons.
just not there. It's just
It just didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
All it is just them cursing at each other. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
it's just like, I'm no prude or anything. It's just, if it's if it's just edgy for edgy's sake, it's not good. And if you keep killing Robin, I am going to freaking blow a blood vessel. What they have done to Dick Grayson's character in this show in DC Comics is absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, I mean, it's downright atrocious what they've done.
Because like, okay, they killed him in the Zack Snyder universe. They killed him in. I mean, they've done so many terrible things to him in Titans. They've done so many terrible things to him in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many more examples that I don't want to go over. It makes me mad.
But yeah, I mentioned Batwoman too. Somehow they made it worse than season 1. And like I didn't really watch much of season 1 either. But like literally the first episode, I was like, I'm not doing this. Like this.
To be fair, I stopped watching halfway through season 1 because it was terrible. And despite what people might think about me, I don't watch terrible shows.
Smallville, huh?
Smallville is cinema, so
I'm kidding.
I don't want to hear anything from you.
I'm kidding.
I
knew I'd get a reaction.
And Smallville is like Citizen Kane compared to Batwoman or Legends of Tomorrow, or no, actually I won't knock Legends of Tomorrow. They're fine, I guess. Batwoman or season 7 of Flash, or all of the terrible things they did to the Supergirl show.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I loved Melissa Benoist as Supergirl, but there were so many bad seasons.
Yeah. What about you, Swfte? You just kind of forgot you were here.
Well, honestly, it doesn't really matter that you did because I haven't really been watching any TV shows this year, to be honest with you. It's
I've
not
just
like,
been.
I was. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I've been watching so many throwbacks. Like, I started watching Dawson's Creek.
Really?
Yes, I started.
That.
Okay, you want to know something awesome? Sure. Remember, Kevin Williamson is the guy who wrote Scream.
Right.
He's one of the producers on Dawson's Creek.
I'll do it for you if you get that. I didn't know that actually.
It's Swifty's just like, maybe I should watch it.
I think it's a really good show. Like, I'm only on season 2, and I know it's a super cliched show. It's that show or whatever. It's that I don't know, soap opera show, whatever. But it's really not, and I think it's a really good show. I've also watched. I rewatched Daredevil a bunch of times.
Oh, Daredevil's.
It's just perfection.
Yeah.
Also, I rewatched through Psych, Chuck, whatever. I watched Arrow a lot. I mean, just a lot of old shows, you know. I wasn't watching a lot of new shows.
Yeah.
Past year. So, as you were saying, Swifty, before I interrupted.
No, I haven't really been watching any shows, and I've more been watching just a lot of movies lately, or nothing. I just don't watch anything.
We gotta watch Scream 3 sometime.
Oh God, the worst one. The worst one.
But you said I have. You said I have to watch it.
No, you do. You have to watch all of them in order to watch the new one. I mean, obviously, you could understand the new one by just watching the first movie because that's really the one that's prevalent in it. Oh my God.
Which is good because it's the best one so far.
True. Although Scream 2 is great, but yeah.
I guess we can just move on to video games now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet because my pick was Sonic Colors Ultimate, which I mean I love Sonic games.
Wait,
really,
was this a thing that came out last year?
Yes, it was. Yes.
I did not hear about this.
It's you're probably it's probably a good thing that you didn't hear about it because it ended up turning into a giant dumpster fire, and I got the Switch version, and whoa, was that a bad idea? Because that's where all the problems mostly came from was on the Switch, and that's such a shame too because Sonic Colors Vanilla is a really good time, and I mean if you still have a Wii somehow, I'd recommend you play it, but.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah, you do. That's true. What about you guys? Video games? Any bad ones you want to mention?
I didn't play. As I've said before, I didn't play any new video games. What's a video game I want to trash on? You go, Swifty. I can't really think of anything.
I haven't played any new games, but I think that probably the worst one, the newest one that I have played, was Avengers, but that's old news at this point. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's trash on
Spider-Man DLC is horrible. Sorry,
Yes,
go ahead.
it is.
Yeah, let's go with that. Spider-Man DLC, garbage.
Oh my God.
The web swinging is just disgraceful. And the wall crawling, my God.
I mean, when Fortnite beats you, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so,
the only thing it has going for it is the costume. It's very classic. That's the only thing.
I do like the classic suit. I don't mind the new redesign they gave him. It's not a particularly good design, but it's.
Also, the way they depict Spider-Man in that DLC, it makes me cringe.
Yeah.
He acts like he looks so old. Like he looks so much older than like even Tom Holland. Yet he talks like he's 15.
Yeah, he looks like he's got like 90s Spider-Man like a body.
like he looks like he could be probably older than PS4 Spider-Man, but he talks like a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
And not a 15-year-old you want to talk to. He's the kid in the back of the class that's always being really annoying, and he has one of the worst voices ever, and you really just want to slap him across the face.
And taking steroids too.
Yeah. And he's that guy, like in the corner, smoking some weed, but not the good one, not the good pen.
Trash. Yeah, that game is just getting worse and worse, and I know people are saying they're gonna continue, giving it support, but it's only a matter of time before they like close shop on it.
They're gonna keep making it better.
Yeah. So okay.
At least we can trash on Avengers for years to come.
True. I guess, yeah. I guess we can move on to comics. I don't really have much to say about comics because there wasn't anything that I read that was particularly bad off the top of my head. But if you guys want to mention something, go right ahead.
Can I think of anything I didn't like? Like, if there was something I didn't like, I just didn't buy it. Everything I bought I liked. I'll just take this time to trash on a comic that I hate with every fiber of my being. That isn't even from the past years. Identity Crisis sucks, and I will never stop saying that. It sucks. It's worse. It's one of the worst comics ever created. I hate it. It should burn forever, and whoever worked on it should be ashamed of themselves. I don't care how much you worked on it. It's garbage. You should be ashamed of yourself. Good day. No, I hope you have a bad day. Also, one other thing. Someone posted some kind of comic panel of Batman calling Robin soldier or something, and like that reminds me of how much I think Frank Miller is an overrated comic writer, and I don't care how much you like Batman edgy. Every time he calls any of the Bat family soldiers, it makes me cringe, and I will never stop saying that because Batman shouldn't act like that, and I'm not a gatekeeper. I just think that Frank Miller is not that great a comic writer.
Do I take it you're not a big fan of Dark Knight Returns much?
I like Dark Knight Returns. I like it. It's not the greatest Batman comic ever written by any means. I don't think it's like the pinnacle of comics. I think it's a good comic. I think Batman Year One is a good comic. Superman Year One is one of the worst comics I've ever read.
Yeah.
I think Frank Miller is just not like he wouldn't be in the Rushmore of comic book writers for me. He's made his contributions, but I think some aspects of those contributions should be laid to rest.
Yeah.
And that is the end of my TED Talk.
Okay. Anything you want to mention, Swifties? Any bad comments you can think of?
I mean, there's many bad comics, but none new that I think are worth mentioning because I haven't really read anything that's very new. So I think I'll save the bad comics for another video.
Okay. You know what though? I thought since you mentioned Identity Crisis, I'm surprised you didn't bring up Heroes in Crisis, which I think is awful. It's a piece of trash.
Oh no. That existed.
Yeah, that did. And it's not good. So, but I think that pretty much covers it for 2021. Yeah, there's a lot of some really bad stuff. More good than bad, I would say.
Yeah, I think the good outweighed the bad in media, not in my own life.
Yeah.
Laugh through the pain.
Yeah, understatement of the century for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, like I said for last video, there's a whole year ahead of us, and um, I'm sure we're gonna get some pretty good stuff. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Batman a whole lot. I can't wait for that movie to come out.
Missing from this? It's gonna be cinema. What?
I have no idea who said that.
Sorry, my someone was talking to me.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I can't really think of anything that's coming out that I'm not. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if you guys saw this, but they just posted that trailer for the new Texas Chainsaw movie.
Oh yeah, it looks absolutely terrible. Like the way they depicted Leatherface, not good.
Yeah, and even then, like they're just doing the Halloween thing, like for Texas Chainsaw. Um, the part that got me was at the very end when they're all on that bus or whatever, and they all pull out their smartphones. They're like, "You're gonna get canceled." They're like, "Come on, man!" Like that's so lame.
I think trying to modernize things like from the past while trying to bank on it is just nonsense.
I feel like there's a way you can modernize something and make it work. But
I'm saying like it's kind of like with Superman. You don't try to make the character fit the modern times. It's putting that character as they are in the modern times.
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I can agree with that.
So I think the same applies to like any of those like bringing back a popular franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And don't make the design that bad. He looks like a character from the Goonies.
If there's anything to take away from this episode, is don't ruin Superman.
Mm-hmm. Because the nerds never forget anything.
No. Even when they try to fix it, and sometimes when they do fix it, they'll still bring it up, just being like,
Forgive and forget is not a known concept to the nerd community.
you know. I'd like to say that we're above that, but or at least our group is anyway, but we're not all perfect.
Pobody's Nerfic.
All right, I think we're gonna call it an episode here, and we'll catch you guys next week with whatever topic or oh, actually, you know what? I shouldn't say next week because I'm not sure how frequent our episodes are gonna be. So
Next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. See? Perfect transition.
No.
No.
Just the theme song.
And
anyway,
do the spinning bat thing.
Yeah. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Be sure to follow us on everything, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever we have. Subscribe to our channels and keep up with our content.
Be sure to survive the coming year.
Yeah. I know I'm sure AJ, you've got some stuff planned for YouTube.
Eventually. Yes, eventually. I want to get back to it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, I feel that. And then over on Swfte's side, me and him have been doing our Arkham themed podcast. So
yeah, it's really good so far. You guys got to check it out.
If you're interested, please check it out. It'd mean a lot to both of us. And yeah. I mean, as far as me, I'm doing Let's Plays and all other types of things. So
Yeah, Marvel's vibing.
I've got that cool vibes.
Yes, the cool
Yep.
vibes.
And so
Vibe
anyway,
check with Marvel DC fan.
that's basically what my streams are. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time with whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. And of course, don't forget to take care. See ya.
Bye, everybody.